Massive fire in Hyderabad claims 17 lives while compensation has been offered. The big question is how so many deaths happened in such a short span of time. Major lapses appear to have played their part, Radhika, and that is very, very concerning, particularly in this Charminar area, which is, of course, a very famous part of Hyderabad.
Absolutely. In fact, investigations are, of course, underway. Police has blamed a single narrow entrance to the building for such a large number of deaths. Some shopkeepers in the area have also blamed sharp voltage fluctuations for the fire. We're joined by Uma on this. Uma, a lot of lapses, negligence, loopholes as far as fire safety measures are concerned in the building. We believe safety standards have also been ignored. Take us through the details of the investigations and what are some of the findings as far as these loopholes and lapses are concerned.
So this is one of the worst fires that has happened in the city, and that too in a very crowded area like Charminar, very near to the Charminar actually, just about 100 meters away from the 400-year-old monument. There's a line of jewelry shops, and right above and behind the jewelry shop is this G+2 kind of a building, which is the residential quarters for the Krishna Jewelers and the Modi Jewelers. Actually, we are told about five brothers are running that, and they have been there for more than 125 years. And tragically, 3 generations of families were there over the weekend. They wanted to get together and celebrate summer vacations, children coming together, and that's how we ended up having such a huge number of casualties in that particular building. Like you're talking about the fire lapses. One, you pointed out the very narrow pathway which is leading from between the shops into the residence, which is the entry point as well as the exit point, and that was the only point that was available for both the firefighters, rescuers as well as those trapped inside to come outside. And then there is a very narrow stairway, hardly about 1 meter, to the first floor and also to the second floor. There were also bikes which were parked in that pathway, and they had fuel as well and added fuel to the fire quite literally. And because of the heat and the smoke that was generated in that entire area, people were not able to go through even that narrow stairway to either come down or to go up to go and rescue them. And firefighters, in fact, had to break a wall which was there in the first floor in order to gain entry and evacuate those inside. And what we understand is that a short circuit may have caused the AC compressor to blast, and that also led to a lot of smoke. The lights went off, and with all that smoke, within a few minutes, people fell unconscious and inhaled the toxic gas. And in fact, for many of the deaths, the toxic gas itself could have been the cause, because they were asphyxiated with the toxic gas. And the second part of it is that when rescuers went in as well, they found that people were inside the rooms lying unconscious, and there was actually a woman, a mother, holding to her children, holding on to her children, and in that deathly embrace, should I say, that last embrace was what they found them in, and they had already died. They were all shifted to hospital but declared as broad dead. The larger question in this particular issue is that other than the entry points not being there, other than the fact that new wood had been used for renovating the jewelry showrooms, which also added fuel to the fire, the questions that are being asked is why wasn't any fire no objection certificate, as in fire safety, not observed there? Didn't the authorities observe that these kind of things can become really literally death traps? That is a question that's being asked of the administration. Right. And I must say, it is not just the Congress government now, because this has been happening for more than 100 years now. And now people are talking about the fact that there is no legal setback for the building, which would have actually given access to the firefighters to be able to take in their equipment, or even use the sky lifts and the human robo, the firefighting robo, to go inside to be able to bring out those who were trapped inside. Of course, the air conditioners being serviced very regularly, new wires being put up, and for them to not put too much pressure on the compressor and not having any ventilation at all of that proved to be deathly. Back to you.